Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today wanted to drop in, haven't done a video in a couple of days, but I wanted to drop in and talk about some things that I've been studying. And as a holistic nutritionist, as somebody that takes pride in their health and helping other people heal and giving them the information, I'm here. I want to tell you, make a quick video today and talk about some research that I have known about for a while, but I'd like to reiterate to all of my clients and all of my people just so that everybody knows. And it is basically that, according to the American Medical Association, which I don't get much into listening to them. I don't really listen to very much of anything that they say because I believe most of their stuff is corrupt. I believe that it's garbage. I believe most of the letter agencies, the AMA, the MD, all the different, alphabet agencies of the health world, I believe are pretty well garbage. But I do believe they had a study back in the 80s and 90s that confirmed, a lot of, what we talk about today, and exactly what's going on in today's world is that 85% of chronic diseases, 85 to 90% actually, of diseases actually are attributed to chronic stress levels. So if you're chronically stressed, there is a very good chance that you will have chronic diseases like autoimmune diseases, cancer, lupus, arthritis, heart disease, one of the main killers of people in the United States right now. Actually, I think is the number one. It fluctuates and changes every now and then, but I think it's right now, I actually think it's heart disease. So, it's vitally important that we eat the right foods, we take the right supplements, and we do the right things so that we can, lower our stress levels, because when our bodies are stressed, that shuts off our detox pathways, that shuts off the genes, that shuts off the cells, from detoxing, because the body is more in tune to get away from the fight or flight. So it's meant to get away from the thing that is about to, attack you, So therefore, your body stops detoxing. And when your body stops detoxing, that's when we get, diseases. That's when we get these things. So when you're chronically stressed, your body cannot detoxify. And if your body cannot detoxify, you're accumulating toxins. And with over 100,000 new chemicals and toxins that are added to our food supply, to the water supply, to the air, to the clothes that we wear, to everything in recent time, it's vitally important that we make sure that we are detoxing from these chemicals, these poisons, these foods, and all these things. And when we are stressed, our body is not detoxing. We're also raising our cortisol levels. When cortisol is high, eventually that, is it's an anti-inflammatory thing. And when our cortisol chronically is high for too long, our adrenals quit producing cortisol. When our adrenals quit producing cortisol, also things go through the roof. We have issues with that. We have, chronic stress, we have adrenal fatigue, we have sleeping issues, we have, issues like that. So, it's vitally important that we nourish our body. We nourish the adrenals, we nourish the pituitary gland. One of the best things that I do on a daily basis is, one, be mindful, meditation, think about it, be in the present moment, sit down and think about, things and let things go. I realize things are stressful now. I realize, the recession, the economy, and all the weird stuff, I don't give it much attention, but you have to be mindful and be present with those things. One of the things that I like to do that works almost instantly is take herbs, make herbal teas, herbal supplements, things like ashwagandha, licorice root, wild yam root, borage leaf. Those things really can help, lower your stress level and nourish your adrenal glands, because your adrenal glands produce your neurotransmitters that control a lot of other things in the body. So you want to make sure that your neurotransmitters are working correctly. So we want the adrenals to work correctly. We want the pituitary to work correctly. And those things will do both. Both of those things will help us, with the pituitary and the adrenals. So we got to make sure we're nourishing those things, because if they're not nourished, my friends, I promise you, you're gonna, it may not be happening right now, but later on it's going to. Caffeine is another thing that, is destroying that. And everybody's drinking too much caffeine. I like coffee. I drink coffee sometimes, but you can't drink it and live off of it. You can't be drinking cups and cups a day because it raises cortisol. And eventually you're going to hit adrenal fatigue. You're going to hit burnout. You're going to, destroy your body with coffee. It's super acidic. It strips you full of minerals. Do the best you can do. I'm not saying necessarily don't drink coffee, make good choices, but some of the things that I like to do, herbal teas. This is my herbal blend that's in my store right now. I personally drink this every, single day. It's got some of the best ones in it. Look, it's got licorice root, ashwagandha, borage, corn silk, wild yam, eleuthero root, and I make this in tea and drink it every single day. You literally scoop it out of the bag. It tastes amazing. It smells amazing. Like, It smells so good, and it's so good for you. It nourishes your adrenals. It nourishes the pituitary gland. It nourishes the whole body, and your whole body needs your adrenals to be online. So, chronic disease, can be attributed to stress. So make sure, lower your stress levels. Do things like meditation, exercise, on a daily basis. Work out, sweat, detoxify, because in today's time, it's vitally important that we detoxify and that we quit destroying our bodies and we nourish the systems that are going to help us and cause us to have chronic diseases. And that's the adrenals, the kidneys, the hypothalamus, the pituitary. Those are all things that, this particular blend, works. You can check that blend out. The link is going to be in the description of this video if you want to nourish your, adrenals and make sure that your adrenals are where they need to be. So just wanted to hop on here, guys, and tell you about that today. Nourish your adrenals, nourish the pituitary, make sure your brain is right, detoxify on a daily basis, guys. And I promise you, your body will thank you for it later. So we will talk to you again. Stay tuned for the next videos. I love you guys.